Master said, when someone says they are not compatible with you, what does it really mean? When you first met, you were perfectly compatible, but when they want to break up, suddenly you are no longer a match. In reality, it's just the boredom after losing the excitement, and they use incompatibility as an excuse. You gave your all to get close to them, but they were trying to push you away. What if it's really because you don't share the same perspectives? No one is born compatible, it's just that both people work hard to move in the same direction. Anyone can say nice words, but love without actions is just empty talk. If someone truly likes you, no matter how difficult your personality is, it will be seen as your unique character. But when they no longer like you, no matter how gentle you are, they will still find fault. People who don't respect you are people who don't value you. It's not because they're blunt, but because, deep down, they don't care about you. When someone doesn't respect you, save your generosity. If your views don't align, arguing is a waste of time. When your visions are not the same, debates are pointless. Just smile and walk away. Master said, those who can't sleep are often the ones with stories to tell. They've learned to endure pain, learned to be alone in the dark. Each night, they break down, but by morning, they smile and carry on. That's the cycle of adulthood. At night, you can be weak, but when dawn comes, you must push forward with all your might. Master teaches that possessiveness without a rightful place is the most frightening. It makes you imagine all sorts of things. You don't have the right to move forward, but you also can't step back. You miss them but don't dare reach out, you care but have to pretend not to. Even jealousy is out of place. When even seeing them becomes a luxury, how can a relationship be sustained? In reality, what heals you is not time, but letting go and having the right mindset. You're used to seeking love from others and forget to love yourself. You're used to seeking security from others and forget that only you can give it to yourself. Wherever you are, put down roots and blossom. Don't betray the future, and don't let down the past. Eventually, I removed you from the top of my messages and changed your saved name back to what it was. To me, you're no longer special. I don't have the right to stop you from being with someone else, but I have the right to walk away. If you can't reject others, I'll reject you. Those I delete, I won't add again, those who leave, I won't look back at. I'd rather be someone hard to get close to than someone who pleases everyone. In any relationship, if you want to become a stranger, I will never cling. My only rule is, how others treat me is how I will treat them in return. Master teaches that no matter how bad your mood is, don't show it on your face because no one likes to see it. No matter how difficult life is, don't complain because no one will give you money for free. No matter how tiring your work is, don't expect someone to do it for you. No matter how bitter life is, don't lose faith because something beautiful is coming tomorrow. Life is like a chess game, your outlook determines the result. Success comes from generosity. When your heart is full but you act like nothing's wrong, that's experience. When your heart is heavy but you remain calm, that's character. People with character have generosity. Poverty breeds cunning, wealth nurtures conscience. Be meticulous in your work, and magnanimous in life. Master said, don't worry about what others think or say about you behind your back. Those words won't change the facts but can disturb your mind. If your mind is disturbed, everything will fall apart. Those who understand you don't need explanations, and those who don't understand won't get it even if you explain. Time doesn't necessarily build affection, but it will reveal true intentions. Master teaches that everything has an answer. Instead of worrying, let things unfold naturally. Some things are best laughed off, don't take them too seriously. Some people are better observed from a distance, no need to care too much. Life is like a journey without a return ticket, the good and the bad are all part of the scenery. What you gain, cherish it, what you lose, let it go. With the right mindset, life will flow smoothly. Live as yourself. I can't replace anyone, and no one can replace me. I'm not the best, but I'm unique. Waiting only brings regret. If you don't buy the clothes you love, they'll sell out. If you don't say what's on your mind, the bond will fade. If you don't fight for the person you love, you might never see them again. It's better to regret doing something wrong than regret not doing anything. Master teaches that the foundation of adulthood is money. Nothing is more troubling than lacking it. Sleep early if you have nothing to do, make more money when you can. Keep learning and remind yourself that what you lack is money. Spend your time on worthwhile people and things. Don't waste it on pointless relationships or worrying thoughts. Learn to turn the page, it's an important skill. Some things, even if you give 200% of your effort, won't be perfect. Some people, even if you love them wholeheartedly, will part ways. When you start accepting and adapting to that, you've grown. The lighter you take things, the less it will hurt. We cherish someone because they once touched our hearts, and we let go of someone because they disappointed us. Every meeting in life is destined. What you gain isn't always a blessing, and what you lose isn't always a misfortune. Life doesn't have mistakes, everything is the will of fate. If things don't go as planned, trust that heaven has a different arrangement for you. Master said, don't become someone who is too caring, too clingy, too devoted, because such people are rarely appreciated. Those who expect nothing often end up losing the most. In truth, there's nothing wrong with being good to yourself. I can buy my own flowers, earn my own money, feel the wind, and see the sea. Why need two people when one can enjoy romance? Master said the worst part of human nature is finding faults in the powerless and finding virtues in the powerful. When you're strong, people forgive your weaknesses, but when you're weak, they magnify your flaws. People always fear the strong and despise the weak. But when you're strong enough, the world will make way for you. Every step you take in life counts. Embrace the future and don't regret the past. Master said, be someone who is just right, warm and interesting, but not too intense. Life doesn't need to be rushed, just enjoy 3 meals a day and the changing seasons. Keep your mood in balance, your demeanor in check, and life will be just right. Simplicity doesn't mean mediocrity, enthusiasm doesn't mean haste. Don't betray yourself, and don't betray life. Keep it simple, be a little oblivious, and happiness will follow. No matter how good you are, someone will dislike you. No matter how sincere you are, someone will doubt you. The most unpredictable thing in this world is the human heart, and the hardest thing to understand is people. If you stay quiet, people will say you're arrogant. If you're lively, they'll say you're showing off. Whatever you do, there will always be criticism. So in the rest of your life, just be yourself, don't envy anyone, don't mock anyone, quietly strive and love yourself. The better your character, the fewer your friends. The more sincere you are, the more struggles you'll face. The kinder you are, the more grievances you'll endure. The more right you are, the harder life becomes. This world isn't short of clever rules, but it lacks fairness. Reality teaches us that being a good person is hard, being an honest person is even harder. Everyone has a beautiful exterior, but not everyone has a kind heart. My hands are small, and there are too many things I can't hold on to. I have to learn to make peace with myself. I love to laugh, I get easily moved, and I'm easily satisfied. No matter how much I like something, I can let it go. If someone treats me well, I'll remember it. Sometimes, I forget, but once the scars heal, I forget the pain too. Every sensible person has a period of delayed rebellion because they've suppressed their emotions for too long, sacrificing themselves to please others. Understanding is real, but so is the grievance. When people get used to your understanding, a little bit of incompliance is seen as unreasonable. Master said, "Don't bother with what others think or say about you behind your back. Those words won't change the facts, but they can mess with your mind. If your mind is troubled, everything will be thrown off. Those who understand you don't need explanations, and those who don't understand won't get it even if you explain. Time doesn't necessarily bring affection, but it certainly reveals true intentions. If you stand on the first floor and someone curses at you, you'll hear it and get angry. But if you stand on the 10th floor, you might not hear it clearly and think they're greeting you. And if you stand on the 100th floor, you'll only see the view, and their insults will become meaningless. A person suffers because they lack perspective. When your vision is limited, everything becomes a small problem. Master said, life doesn't have what-ifs, only results. Paths are made by walking, and principles come from practice. Time moves forward, and life continues. There is no pain that can't be healed, and no suffering that can't end. We endure storms our whole life just to meet the best version of ourselves. Master said, a person's greatest skill is learning to read people. Some people wear their personalities on their faces, while others are deep and unfathomable. Talking less doesn't mean stupidity, and sweet talk doesn't mean kindness. Don't judge people only with your eyes, because it's easy to misjudge. Don't listen only with your ears, as it might be lies. Use time to feel someone's sincerity because true heart lies not in words but in the depths of the soul.